Okay. All right. So, welcome everyone. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bump the mic. Welcome everyone back to Stock Talk. Today's just gonna be a rough overview of what the market's looking like right now. I'm gonna add a little bit of my own opinion into there and more things along that line. But let's just get into it because I got a lot to talk about today. So I'm going to talk about the main stocks that I'm focused on right now. I'm going to talk about the 52-week high, the 52-week low, and their current value. This will help evaluate how much these stocks are worth at their current value. Some of them are near their 52-week low, so that's very important to notice. When something is at its 52-week low, that's basically the best time to buy. Obviously, there's more indications than just that. So when it's coming to stocks, you also have to look at the company, where it is headed, who's the CEO, what's their financial statements look like, etc. Because it could be that the company's going down, like bankrupt. That might be why it's hitting its 52-week low. Usually, the 52-week low happens when a company is starting up or when a company has a bad rough patch. As of right now, I think every company that is on this list right now is not going to go bankrupt or anything along the lines of that. So I think if it's at its 52-week low, it's a good incentive for you to look at it and definitely to buy if you can. Along those lines, let's just get into it. So the first stock I'm going to talk about right now is Cracker Barrel. I know it's not really like it's not a popular stock. It really isn't. The trade volume's relatively low, but it's a good mutual fund type stock. Something good for a portfolio. It makes really good dividends. I think the dividends are let me just check that. I think it's 3.65%. I'm gonna go to it right now. 1 second. And oh, look at that, 3.63%. So 3.63% off of its current value, which is stated at $143.33, which is a 27-point loss. At the beginning of this week, it was 170. That's what the stock was evaluated at. So as you can see, a 27-point loss is not good, but the most important thing I could say right now is that it's at $143. So okay, bear that in mind. Its 52-week low is $141. So it's $2 off its 52-week low. I'm not saying, oh, go out and buy it right now, but if you wanted to build a portfolio and you need a stock that makes really good dividends and it's trustworthy, Cracker Barrel's not going anywhere. It's a trustworthy stock. It's not going anywhere, and you can make really good dividends off of it. Let's say you bought 10 shares of Cracker Barrel, that's $1,430. Definitely do that. 10 shares of Cracker Barrel off of. I'll hit you with the math really quick. So you got $1,430. 10 shares of Cracker Barrel divided by. Oops, sorry, my bad. $1,043 or $1,430 times 0.0365%. You're going to be making roughly in the year. So you're going to have 10 shares of Cracker Barrel in an entire year. You're going to make $52 just off of those 10 shares of Cracker Barrel. I'm not going to lie, that sounds like a really good deal. If I had that type of money, if I had $1,430 hanging around, I'd definitely invest in Cracker Barrel ASAP just to build my portfolio. Then there's a couple other stocks on here that definitely would help build portfolios. Nokia is on the up and coming. I swear, I promise. It's working with 5G. It's extending its services through Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint. There's other phone plans in there that I just can't remember off the top of my mind. But basically, Nokia, the phone producer, they're expanding into the market of making telephone broadcasters. So they're making what's the word? Satellites for 5G, basically. And all of that will definitely help stock. It's at $3 and here, 1 second. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I thought the music was pretty loud. So yeah, it's right now at $3.94. and its 52-week low is $3.33. So it's about roughly 60 cents off its 61 cents off its 52-week low, which is okay. If I were you and you'd want to build a portfolio, I'd wait till Nokia goes down a little bit, because the whole market is in market correction right now. There's no way that it's going to stay up at $3.94. I invested in it when it was $3.46, something along the lines of that. I got 4 or 5 shares of Nokia, but its 52-week high is $6.42. Doesn't sound that great, but you do have to respect that it has been down for years and years and years. Since about 2010, it's been down. But it's on the come up. It's making a flip. Everyone's like not noticing that Nokia will make a turnaround. Definitely using its 5G services and selling out to the other producers. It shouldn't make any phones anymore. It really shouldn't. If it's going to make a phone again, it needs to do it in collaboration with either Apple, Microsoft, or some other company that does make phones, because their phones are not very good. They're good for, I guess you could say, they're good for people who want prepaid plans. They're good for people who are in working situations, just like road workers. They're good for people who need it for work. Basically, there's no real point to own a Nokia. So I think they should definitely turn towards the 5G market, because they're doing so well in it right now, and stop producing the phones. I think that's what their ultimate goal is. But we'll get back into it. So ACB, which is Aurora Cannabis. So Aurora Cannabis is actually down at $1.38, and this is rough for me, because I own 58 shares of Aurora Cannabis at $2. So I'm not going to do the math for you, but that's a lot of money, and it sucks that it's down right now. But I'm still buying. So that's another big thing about the market, is that if something falls, don't get scared and sell. If you get scared and sell, everything is going to turn way worse. Everything is going to go down the drain. Do not sell. Do not sell. Do not sell. Do not sell, especially right now, because the market is not going to crash. We're not headed to a recession. We're not headed to a depression. We are just in a market correction. Do not sell. I can't stress that enough. If anything, buy more stock, build a portfolio, set up for greatness. Do not sell. Aurora Cannabis is a good stock to hold, just because it is on the up and coming. It has opened up new selling productions in, I know in Germany they opened a new one. They did just close a production facility in Canada, but I don't think that's going to really affect them. Everyone thought that, oh, they closed it, so the stock's going to plummet. I feel like that was a smart move, because the location that they opened up was like 56 acres or something along the lines of that. It's too much. They didn't need that much. So they got a little ahead of themselves, and it was aware to the general public that was not the right move. So they had a very big problem. Oh, comments. I'm sorry, I didn't even see that. Oh, hey, comments. How's it going? I was not looking. My bad. Leb, Liba. I probably do. Oh, you're not talking to me, are you? Whatever. Ski trip of 1928. All right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get back into it. Yeah. So Aurora Cannabis, basically, it's near its 52-week low. It's 7 cents off its 52-week low. I suggest you buy. It's gonna go down probably, at best, 2 more cents. It's not really worth the wait. Just buy now. I feel like at the end of this week, there's going to be a full market correction. So everything that's down right now is going to flip flop, go right back up. I really wouldn't worry about it. I'll just get right back into it though. But Disney. So as in the next show, I was talking about Disney, and you guys are funny in the comments. So yeah, my last show I was talking about Disney. I'm going to continue that, because I have good vibes with Disney. I'm from Orlando, Florida, so I know Disney fairly well, especially the parks department. Their Disney Plus is flopping, not because of the production, not because they're doing a bad job. They're doing a great job, but they're doing too much. They invested way too much into Disney Originals, and for that reason, it's hurting them. Bob Iger just stepped down. Can't remember the new guy that just stepped up, but he stepped in to the position, and he could make a turnaround. He's actually causing the stock to go down right now, but that's just because people are scared. It's really easy to scare investors because any change should be good change, but a change like CEO, something that happens like that really quick, scares investors, and they always back down. And that's something that if anyone's listening, I do not want you to back down. Seriously, do not back down. You want I'm a very bullish investor. I want you to like take the stock and hold it. Hold it and hold it and hold it. You want to make a portfolio. So you don't want to just hold one stock either. You want to have multiple stocks, some with dividends, some without dividends. And when you holding a stock without dividends, get ready to sell because you don't need to hold a stock without dividends. You want to hold it until it's at its 52-week high or really close to its 52-week high, and you want to get rid of it. Just get rid of it as fast as possible. Buy a stock with dividends. Don't have all your stocks in dividends though, because you're not going to make enough money. But yeah, back at Disney. So it's $118.75 as of Friday. I know it's the weekend, but doing a show on the weekend, whatever. So as of Friday, its 52-week high was $153 and 41 cents. So it's really it's really fallen from its 52-week high, and it's going to hit its 52-week low. I'm certain Disney is going to hit its 52-week low this week. It's at 100. Its 52-week low was at $107.32. I can't see Disney going up this week. Maybe at best at the end of the week, it'll get to the middle between its 52-week low and 52-week high, but Disney is going to go down a little bit farther. It might peak at the beginning of Monday. It'll go from 118 to maybe 125, maybe at best, but it's just going to go back down throughout the rest of the day because the only real indication that Disney's going to do better is the new CEO, and it really just depends on or the new president, and it really just depends on how he hosts his meeting. I know he has an investors meeting coming up soon because they did just change his position. And then along with that, I'm going to go to more tech stocks. So those are just my top 5 stocks that are on my mind at this moment. The next 4, 5, 6-ish are tech stocks. I'm big into looking at technology is the future. Investing in the technology stocks now will help you in the long run. You can ask anyone that invested in Apple 10, 20 years back, and ask them if they expected Apple to hit what it's hit. I don't even know what number is that. It's 200, 300. It's insane. It's going up 10, 5, 6, 7 years back. It was like maybe 100 at most. So tech stocks are where it's at. I feel like AMD is going to overcome Intel. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but AMD does a better nano processor. Their chips are smaller, meaning it can fit more units into each chip, more processing cores into each chip. So they produce faster and more single cell or more single core production. Better than Intel does. Intel has not been able to master I think it's the 7 nanometer process that they're on. Intel's still working on it, and they're falling behind. They thought they would always be in front, and then AMD pulled out in front just this last 2 quarters. So AMD was originally at its 52-week low, 52 weeks ago, roughly, and it was $21.04. Its 52-week high is $59.27. But what it's at right now is $46.15. Now, this is an interesting stock because it's very volatile. Investing in it is purely up to the investor. I can't give any advice on this one just because I invested in this stock when it was $20, $24, $25, and I got a few shares, but I didn't expect this. And I don't really know what's going to happen with the company. I think it can overcome Intel. And Intel's stock price right now is at $56.20. Its 52-week high is $69.29, and its 52-week low is $42.86. So basically what I'm trying to say is I think Intel's going to go down and AMD is going to go up. But what could possibly happen is AMD and Intel could both go up at the same time. because more chips are in process or in demand for every market right now. Cars are starting to use Intel and AMD chips, and NVIDIA is on that list too. NVIDIA, which is a graphics processor company, which is also very helpful for the Tesla cars. It's crazy how all these stocks just mesh together. But Tesla needs NVIDIA graphics processing chips so the car can use its automatic driving. It maps the roads, it maps the streets. Very interesting stuff. But so if Tesla is up, NVIDIA will be up. I promise that. But back at it, AMD and Intel, they're competing brands, and I really don't know what's going to happen. I know that if AMD goes up, like past its 52-week high in this next week, Intel's got to go down. It doesn't make sense in my mind how both can go up at this pace. But although I say that, in the past weeks, that's exactly what's been happening. Both stocks have been going up at the exact same time. So it's very difficult to tell what's going to happen, especially with this coronavirus, because a lot of chip production has been slowed because most chips are made in mainland China, and production is usually there. So can't give any advice on tech right now, just because the current climate of health in the world. But if this coronavirus does subside, and if you have a good feeling that this coronavirus is going to subside, because I'm not sure, buy now, buy as soon as possible, Monday the latest, because I'm sure I feel like the coronavirus is going to subside soon, but the stocks really aren't that low. Like I said, AMD is at 46.52 and Intel's at 56.20. That's roughly in the middle, in between both their 52-week lows and 52-week highs. So it's in a middle ground. It's up to you. So I want to move on. So NVIDIA is up at $271.44, and its 52-week high is $316.32, and its 52-week low is $132.60. So NVIDIA is a difficult company to talk about, just because there are so many aspects in which it deals with other companies. So it's hard to tell what exactly is going to happen with NVIDIA. When other companies go up that use NVIDIA's processors, obviously it is going to go up with them. Since Tesla's been rising, it's been rising. Honestly, I would just read its financial statements, make sure that it's staying up to date. Definitely look at who's the CEO, how the employees enjoy working there. Big factors is how the employees enjoy working at a company, because they're the ones making you money. They're the ones making your dividends. They're the ones selling the product. So if you can look up like customer reviews at a company, like employee reviews at a company, then you can get a better feel for how it is in the workplace, how the company will survive, and overall, that's the key thing, is how are they selling the product, and if they're doing it viably, and they can continue to sell product like this. There are some companies like Aurora Cannabis who thought they could sell product just instantly. They can't do that. They don't have they do have the production line. Sorry, they have the production line, but they don't have the facilities to store all this, and they don't have the people to sell all of the cannabis that they're making. So that's its biggest flaw. I think NVIDIA can definitely produce, and I think it can definitely sell, because there are so many assets, or there's so many other companies that buy its product. I'm going to keep moving because I'm taking too long. Tesla is down at $674.18. Its 52-week high was almost $1,000, $968.99. Its 52-week low is $176.99. So I'm not going to say anything about Tesla. Just going to keep moving. IBM is down at $131.51, and its 52-week high is $138.75. Its 52-week low is $126.36. IBM's a trustful company. Definitely one of those companies that you'd want to get for dividends. Nothing that you'd want to just flip. You don't want to buy that and just flip it. Companies that you want to buy and flip are definitely Nokia, Aurora Cannabis, Smile Direct. Forgot to talk about Smile Direct, but we're just going to scan over that. AMD is one of those companies that you might want to just buy and sell, because it doesn't have dividend shares right now. And and this other company that I'm going to talk about, which is Virgin Galactic Holdings. So its stock name is SPCE. SPCE is up at $25.20. Its 52-week high is $42.49. Its 52-week low is $6.90. So I looked into this company when it was first released on the stock market. It was like $6.90, and I was like, should I buy? And I chickened out. I said, no, I was like, who's going to invest in a company that's just a holding company? A holding company is something that doesn't have any production or anything yet, but has plans to produce. It's Virgin Galactic, so I'm sorry, it's Virgin Airlines. They're calling themselves Virgin Galactic because they're going to do flights into space. So they opened up the investing early so that they can get the production going. Is it really going to get going? I don't know. I wish I invested at $6.90 because I could have sold at $42. But you win some, you lose some. Honestly, at this point, I think people are realizing that the holding company is just there. It literally is just there. Honestly, if they can get the flights going, then this is a very viable option. This could actually happen. We'll see. We'll see. And and the last thing I'm gonna say is Amazon. So Amazon is down at $1,890 and 50 cents. So its 52-week high was $2,185.95. Its 52-week low was $1,586 and 57 cents. So keeping that in mind, Amazon is at a middle ground right now in between its 52-week low and a 52-week high. What's going to happen? It's going to keep going up. I have faith that Amazon is not going to crumble. It has too much. By the way, that's it. But it has too much services that it provides. It provides shipping in some areas. It's going to be doing its drone deliveries. I think it already started drone deliveries in New Mexico or Arizona or something like that. Some state where there's a lot of land. And they're also doing a lot of cloud storage, and cloud storage is really where it makes all its money. And I don't think that's going anywhere. If anything, that's going to get stronger. So, yeah. So that's basically it. That's the show today. I just wanted to do a rough overview of the stock market, point out some of the stocks that I really love, give you guys a little advice. I don't know everything. My advice isn't the best, but I'm learning. I'm only 20 years old. I'm still in the process. And hopefully I learn more so I can teach you guys some more. Thank you everyone for joining, and I will keep you guys posted. I'll talk to you guys later. Everyone have a good day.